Alright, here is something for stories too good to be true. Cause again, this is something like something out of a Jerry Springer episode or Maury Povich, or even was something from almost like a something from a bad soap opera involving the JCF. So female cops clash at station. Police love triangle turns ugly. A love triangle involving members of the JCF turned ugly this week following altercations involving male constable and two female cops. And here's a kicker, which isn't surprising. Both of them were said to have born a child for him. So two baby mothers fighting over the same baby father. One of the females who was assigned to specialized unit of the force was allegedly shot by the male constable with whom she was having a romantic relationship, along with the other one, of course. Her injury is not considered life-threatening. The bizarre series of events, which culminated with the cop being injured, began at a police station in the corporate area and according to Old Harbor in St. Catherine. Just after midnight, when the male cop who was part of the elite unit reportedly pulled his weapon and fired 3 shots. A preliminary report seen by the Star indicates that the male cop who was on vacation leave went to the Franklinton police station in East Kingston where he visited one of the female constables. One of his baby mothers, what they meant to say. While they were there, the other mama showed up and things got ugly. Quote unquote, a dispute developed between all three, which resulted in the female cop who arrived last pepper spraying the first baby mother, the report said. The dispute was quelled and all three cops left the station. Well, what they meant to say is that the dispute continued somewhere else. However, sometime later, according to the reports, the baby father cop met up with the first baby mother constable the one was pepper sprayed and drove her to St. Catherine home, only to find the other baby mama in a parked car at the gate. It's reported that the baby father cop and the first baby mama who was pepper sprayed left headed to Old Harbor Police Station, but followed by the second baby mother. The Star says that after he arrived at the station, the male police noticed that car being driven by the second baby mother approached in a threatening manner. He reportedly pulled his firearm and fired 3 rounds into the ground. Female cop, the second baby mama who was driving the car towards him, reportedly brought the vehicle stop and then said she was hurt. She was later driven into the Spanish Hospital for treatment. The independent commission of investigation approved the incident, and after they probably facepalm themselves. This is some stupid shit right here. So, in a nutshell, what you basically have is like this very deadly soap opera, something that you see out of Young and the Restless, Bold and the Beautiful, As Our World Turns, Dallas Dynasty, Falcon's Crest, a lot of those soap operas. You saw this same BS right here where you just have these two obviously very dumb women who say, "Hey, we're going to be chasing this worthless man." All right, and bear in mind, I don't know how they look, but I'm pretty sure that they're likely attractive. So instead of like finding better men that they could be laying up with, let's just really, especially the second one, let's just waste our time with a guy that is basically who basically is father to both our kids and obviously was involved with them at the same time. So instead of saying, "Hey, let's not fight," let's just waste let's just find better men. Especially with the one who went psycho, the one who turned into this Tyler Perry villain. Alright, it's just like she said, okay, I'm going to turn into this fatal attraction like type character trope, and instead of just say, hey, let me just find a better man that I could be involved with instead of chasing down this guy, let me just try and take out my frustrations on the other woman who's as much a fool as she is, obviously. And instead of just cutting my losses. And and this is for human nature for men and women who do that dumb shit where they fight over people ain't worth it. It never works out though, because if this guy obviously was thinking about himself, because if it was true, he would have just been with one of you and not gotten involved with both of you at the same time. But again, unfortunately, not to beat upon women, many of the women, unfortunately, especially in Jamaica, we have there's this romantic stigma, or we mythologize these, or romanticize these worthless men, alright? And yeah, and what you say about the worthless man, the fact that too many women like these, try to fight over them tooth and claw, even especially have children by them. That says more about the mindset of this woman if you're going to exalt men like this. Alright, because this woman, as I said, like, she basically was willing to harm another cop. Alright, that's assault. And the fact that she was assault, stalking, amongst other charges. Because the thing about this guy is like he basically won't be charged. I mean, basically in a court of public opinion, he'd probably be looked at as a piece of shit. Although to be honest and fair, a lot of men like that are romanticized. So forget that last part. But end of the day is that this the second baby mama cop. All that baby, she's basically went to ruin her life and career. Cause what she did was assaulted another woman who she should not be angry at, and basically and she could basically lose her badge because I'm pretty sure she's going to get demoted or probably even arrested for assault amongst other things. Because especially if that male cop and other female cop rank higher than she does, she's going to face some serious charges and lose her livelihood, and she's not even thinking about the child she's having is when she did this. Is this man really worth it though? Just think about, I mean, personally, she and I don't should have kids by this guy, but she should have been thinking about her kid especially. And I'm just saying, this is just a cautionary tale to a lot of people in that situation. If you know that the person's unfaithful, is seen on a person, especially as a kid without a person, divorce, break up with that person, find a better person. Because this woman's the second one, especially, will be thinking, you know what? Before things get too far, let me go find another man. All right, because this guy is not really worth my livelihood and my freedom. Because she's most likely going to lose both after she gets her to the hospital. Because he basically won't be charged. The other one won't be charged, and I won't be surprised if this other guy has another woman that neither of them know about that he's going to be seen or is going to see. So, end of the day, sadly, the only loser is the second baby mama. But she should have known better than to have stooped low to this. Cause thing to bear in mind is that nobody is worth fighting over in a romantic situation. If that person's on some bullshit, yeah, cut the losses. Yeah, whatever sweet times you shared, yeah, say put that in the back seat and just move on. All right, and that's only mean. Yeah, you'll go through the motions of not having that person. And you'll remember the good times. At the end of the day, is that person's your self worth is more than that other person. And that's what I have to say. So this is for, and the thing to know is that they're not naming the names of faces of these people because JCF, due to the fact that they have been getting a lot of bad press consistently, yeah, we're just going to try and make sure this goes away as quickly as possible because they took an L on this, unfortunately. So not much left to say. So it's for State of Jamaica and the Caribbean. Check out my YouTube page, Miles Gusson Farron, Miles Productions, Real Thoughts and Miles. All right.